Post-exploitation privilege consolidation is a critical phase in cybersecurity attacks, occurring after an attacker has initially breached a system, where they solidify control by escalating privileges, gathering information, and maintaining persistent access to the compromised system and network. Unlike the initial access phase, which focuses on penetrating the perimeter, post-exploitation centers on what an attacker does once inside, such as expanding their reach through lateral movement and ensuring long-term control over the environment. A key concept is privilege escalation, including vertical escalation to higher privileged accounts or horizontal to similar ones, where attackers gain higher-level permissions to execute administrative commands and access sensitive data. Lateral movement involves navigating through the network using stolen credentials, like pass-the-hash attacks, or exploiting vulnerabilities to access and compromise other machines across the infrastructure. Persistence is crucial, establishing methods like installing backdoors, creating rogue accounts, or rootkits to remain in the system even after restarts or attempts to remove the intruder. Information gathering collects system configurations and credentials. Command and control channels enable remote management, and data exfiltration transmits valuable data to the attacker's servers, all vital steps in solidifying presence. Attackers begin by establishing a foothold, securing their initial access point through backdoors or new user accounts with elevated privileges, ensuring they can regain entry even if the original vulnerability is patched. They then escalate privileges to gain administrative or system-level access by exploiting operating system vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, or weak security settings like those identified by tools such as WinPs or PowerUp. Lateral movement follows, as attackers move through the network using stolen credentials or remote execution tools to identify, compromise additional systems, and expand their reach to critical assets. Credential theft is a common tactic, stealing login information through keylogging, memory scraping like dumping credentials, or exploiting authentication protocols to gain unauthorized access to other accounts. Maintaining persistence involves creating scheduled tasks, modifying system configurations, or process migration to ensure continued access, even after reboots or security updates. Command and Control, or C2, channels are established to remotely control compromised systems, issuing commands, downloading tools, and exfiltrating data, often disguised to blend with normal network traffic. Attackers also disable or bypass security controls like antivirus software, firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and security logging to evade detection and prevent any interference with their operations. Finally, data exfiltration occurs, where valuable information such as sensitive documents or customer data is extracted from compromised systems, often compressed, encrypted, and sent through covert channels. To avoid detection, attackers meticulously cover their tracks by deleting logs, modifying timestamps, and removing evidence of their presence, making forensic investigations significantly more difficult. To mitigate these threats, implement strong access controls and the principle of least privilege, ensuring users and processes only have the necessary permissions required for their roles. Regularly patch and update systems to address known vulnerabilities, monitor network traffic for unusual behavior or potential C2 communications, and deploy intrusion detection systems to block malicious activities. Multi-factor authentication, regular audits of user accounts and permissions, along with detailed documentation of findings, are essential to protect against credential theft and maintain robust security.